Okay, we are good to go. We are live right now and we are audible.
Great, let's go. Can
One,
start the match.
oh, one sec. Mm, that overlay, right?
Yeah.
It's back to its own original position.
Yeah, you can fix it right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now.
Alright. Not gonna attack you until you say you're ready.
I'm gonna be ready. Yeah, I think I'm already ready. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Hmm. So I was playing with a few ranked players before I think in the afternoon or something.
Hmm.
So I might have gotten better right now.
Uh, and you got a new skin.
I got it yesterday.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Remember all of us? No, that I think we were buying characters that day. Okay, that's not the one. But yeah, I did buy it yesterday. Pretty good. I like it. I like the way it looks in this.
You like the character as well?
Yeah, it has very interesting. Oh, I don't know anymore.
It's alright. Don't let that discourage you. Ah.
Oh, well played. Oh, shit.
Oh, it would have been awesome if you got caught in it thrice. That didn't happen.
Yep. Oh,
Oh,
how? I thought I was gonna be
I
here.
was dumb. So dumb.
So what do you think are the chances of World War this time? Is it something we should talk about? Is that something that would constitute intellectual conversation? World War?
So you just want to be pretentious, huh? It has to be something intellectual.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, isn't the pretentiousness enough for the name?
Hmm.
I think, but it's supposed to be a joke.
Yeah.
I hope the
Fine
viewers
then.
realize that the intellectual part of the name is supposed to be a joke.
Oh, considering that we were playing with thought not intellectuals.
Oh shit!
Yes.
No,
Yes.
trying to get away from it. Wow, nice, nice, well played.
Yes.
You want to talk about World War?
Yeah. I think the chances of World War happening now are more than ever since World War II ended. I
Hmm.
think
I mean,
World
of
War
course,
is
World War Three can begin only after World War Two.
no, I'm telling since the ending of World War, there are many instances where people have said that World War III could have started at this point.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that I think the most extreme moment as at the point where it can start, because one of the main things that needs to be destroyed for this thing to happen is for the medium for discussion to end between countries. And I feel that's happened at this moment. Most countries have become far more hostile to discussions. Like it's more like if you agree with us or we are enemies. See the way people are
But
treating France.
I also think that after all that has happened in the past,
Hmm.
countries are like most of them are trying to be peaceful as possible.
Yeah, and that's why we have had peace for this
De-escalation is
long.
the best. Is like their priority whenever
Hmm.
something happens.
Oh,
Right.
nice.
So yeah, but if it ever happens, it's gonna be, I don't know. It could be the end.
Hmm.
Can be disastrous considering how powerful weapons we have.
So yeah, like I was seeing a video about how something like that would happen, right? So one of the things that I read about and saw in videos is that a lot of people are saying that the countries would sign a pact to diminish the possibility of nuclear exchange being a thing, because a lot of countries which do not rely on nukes to be their main weapon even now. It's only two countries which can actually boast about it even now, which is US and Russia. Like China is not going to use nukes while US has three like 5,000 or something like that, right? So it's stupid.
Hmm. What about North Korea? They have nukes, right?
Supposedly, like they
Oh,
haven't
it's not
confirmed it.
confirmed.
Like I think they have confirmed it. No, I don't know, but there's no sufficient proof. Like how US and other countries have declared to have it and given proof about it.
Hmm. Weren't we at the brink of a world war in at the beginning of the year, and then
Yeah. I don't
the
think that
pandemic started,
I never considered that the beginning.
right?
I never thought that was a huge issue. That I never like Iran would never attack US in such a situation.
Hmm.
I was already sure that wouldn't be the case. But this time, I think a lot of things have changed for stuff for horrible things like that to be a possibility.
What makes you say that?
Like the division all over the place. The only place where it's kind of peaceful right now is between North Korea and South Korea, and that is saying something.
But I think the problems are mostly within the countries. Do you think problems are between neighboring countries, or I see a lot of chaos being, within the countries, not outside or with other countries.
Hmm. So, like for example, if you take the example, if you take the example, nice. Um,
That's
I was thinking India, Pakistan, and China, right? Like these three
yeah.
have had lot of issues in 2020. Anyhow, most people are angry with China. So, like any country you want to take, there's a default distress that all countries have with China right now. Most countries, because some countries still agree with China that it's not their fault.
Hmm.
Um, like
Other
if
than China, are there
um,
any?
yeah, like if you take the example of Turkey and Greece, there's a crisis going on there.
Right.
Azerbaijan and Armenia, there was crisis going on there, so that's kind of settled. Not
But
peacefully though.
but you think
No, no, wait.
any
These are just
conflict between those countries can lead to a world war?
aligned through alliances and mistakes, definitely.
Hmm.
Like so, one of the reasons that people say that war is not going to happen this time because nukes, no country wants to get nuked, but
Yeah.
that is very similar to what Hawaii World War I happened actually. Like for a huge time there was peace in Europe, and the reason it was there is because there was alliance as a mean to deter the possibility of war.
Hmm.
But at the end, oh, my game's lagging. My game's lagging. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yeah, I think it's good. Let's see how it
Okay.
goes. Yeah, let's
All
see.
right.
Oh, yeah, it's lagging. I don't know how is it showing on the stream right now, but here it's lagging quite a lot. Okay. I don't have a
Looks
weapon. I didn't know.
me. You were so invested in the conversation that you forgot. You didn't finish what you were saying.
Yeah. Like I remember a far more few instances than that. Like there's also an issue between Russia and China right now. There's this port of Vladivostok. I don't know if it's called that right now, but I think it's in control of um, Russia, and China wants it.
Hmm.
So they have openly told Russia that you're encroaching on property that belongs to us, and that is extremely concerning because because actually Russia is one of China's huge allies when it comes to war. Like if they face off US, they need Russia. They
Hmm.
alone can't defeat this thing, right? And there's also issue between Taiwan and China again, though that again goes into China, but Ukraine and Russia, like another one. Um, then I do remember a lot more. I don't know.
Well,
Hmm.
I guess those are good examples. The ones that you've mentioned now.
Yeah, and also the schism between French and Arabian countries. Like
That.
it's extremely damaging. Even though the reason very stupid and thing, it has
Oh, nice.
it has heavily affected the dialogue between countries right now. It's made it far more jaded. I think I would say.
Hmm.
Nobody's joined us stream. Having conversations for no one.
That's why I suggested that the, we take the other category.
Yeah. Oh wait, this
That
has no platforms other than the base. That's weird.
yeah,
That's for the like when there are more than two people.
I guess so.
Because this should have more than this much. I'm
I
aware.
guess yeah. I guess if it's just two people, they don't have it.
That sucks.
It's all right. More competitive this way.
Mm.
Do you so these problems do suggest that there's a growing tension and there are
Mm.
chances of a world war happening at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But how likely do you think that is?
Mm.
But that's a very difficult question to answer.
Yes.
Obviously, you can't just predict things like that. Uh,
The reason I feel it's far more serious than ever is because countries don't really seem to be, mood to solve their issues rather than just claim them.
hmm,
Um, like if you, like, especially China right now, like, and how Donald Trump had, destroyed how he also destroyed a lot of communication that used to be formal between the countries,
right.
right? Because he brought a certain level of informalness that wasn't good for the way countries had conversations. Like you obviously have differences, but that doesn't mean you share your differences all the time. And I think
Yeah.
thanks to Donald Trump's blasé nature of talking with people, I think that has become um, a common thing between most countries. Not to an extent where it's like everybody's doing it all the time, but it has certainly become a part of a way of having a dialogue.
Hmm.
Especially if you see the way Turkey reacted to Emmanuel Macron, right?
Yeah.
Like how the president was like, what you're doing is an attack on Islam. I don't know what he said, but he said something.
You think that is somehow inspired by how Trump used to act?
Or not consciously, definitely, but I think that has promoted more leaders to speak far more openly about um, what they feel about internal activities in many countries. And another thing that
Hmm.
I feel that has increased is um, like globalization's coming to an end, according to me. Um, like
What's the next step?
I think it is again isolationism, the way Japan was for I think 250 years before they went into contact with Europeans and all that. So they followed a possible policy of complete isolation where they wouldn't even trade with any other countries. Obviously, we would have trading, but countries are becoming far and far more internal with their approach. Right? I feel I remember I know I think it's become far more concerning than before.
Hmm. suppose I don't know enough about this to comment on it.
Hmm.
Mm.
So
But
how bad do you
that's an
think the
interesting
situation
observation you
is based on how much you know?
have. I think that the way the countries exist now, it's not gonna last for a very long time. At least, like unless we find a way to coexist together, it's not gonna last for a very long time. We need a global leadership
Hmm.
or some kind of plan to work together,
Yeah.
which will either happen or we destroy ourselves.
Hmm. So like I was telling you about this thing, right? About Donald Trump. So right now, if you
Yeah.
see Joe Biden's entry, right, he's kind of the right guy to solve the situation right now because he's all about moderation and dialogue.
Hmm.
Even though he sponsored the Iraq War and all that, lot of bad stuff, he has that capacity and that thinking mindset. You know that he wants to reach a middle ground. And considering how America has always been a mediator in a lot of instances, this could be a very good thing for peace in around the world if he's truly able to employ his skills properly.
Hmm. I hope he does.
Yeah, like I do think he has the capability, and he's probably the right person to come even over Bernie Sanders when it comes to international policy. Um, internal policy, I would still think that Bernie Sanders would have been better for US.
But at the same time, like I get that these are the best candidates they have, but
Yeah,
is this really the best of America? Is this the best they've got? I
it
think it's
actually,
it's true for all the countries. Whenever we have a choice, I don't really think they represent the best of us.
yeah, true. Like you should have seen this guy called Pete Buttigieg. I think that's his name. Buttigieg. So he was one of the Democratic candidates who stood up for the by amongst Democrats, and
Hmm.
he was pretty good. Like what he spoke about and all that, and all. Like I genuinely believe that if he was the president, he would do a really good job. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
no.
I ran out of jumps,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, he got kicked out pretty early.
Hmm. I wasn't really paying attention to that at that time, so I don't know who that guy is.
I see.
Hmm.
Okay, we're going
Okay. When you
such a
try to
late
give up.
reaction. I probably. Oh,
Oof.
we say woof.
Did I say woof?
We say woof.
Say that now.
Shit, shit.
These are interesting characters. You're a werewolf. I'm a vampire.
Hmm. Oh yeah, this is basically the Universal's dream. Universal Studios. It's so sad how they tried to build their own dark universe and it failed miserably.
Oh, what are you referring to?
The Mummy movie. They were trying to
Oh,
restart. They were trying to make their own universe, just like every other country. Not country, studio. Country. It seems.
you're talking about
I'm
country.
I'm not I'm
That
not really I'm not really thinking straight. Like kind of kind of in the back foot, right? So I'm concentrating on the game also a little bit.
well, I guess your concentration's paying off.
Let's see.
See that? Oh shit.
Yeah, basically a game of chess.
Oh,
Whoa, I can do that?
that. Stop it. Oh, that was close. I didn't even hit you even once, and I'm gonna die. Oh,
Nice.
that was embarrassing. Okay.
Pretty good game. Or so what was I talking about? Um,
Mummy.
yeah, the Mummy movie, right? Yeah, so like they just think that just because you take Tom Cruise, so it's gonna work. Like so sad. They had Tom Cruise, they had Russell Crowe, but the thing they didn't have was a fun story.
Hmm.
Like
I
Tom,
didn't know that they were trying to establish a separate universe for that.
yeah, actually, they even they like and actually the Mummy isn't even their first movie for the Dark Universe. They actually started out with another movie called Dracula Untold, if you know about
Hmm.
it. But you must have heard
No, I
about it.
don't.
Yeah.
I think yeah, I have heard
We
about
just
it.
played this one.
Oh, we can restart
It's
because
fine, it's fine, it's
the
fine.
it just destroyed me in the last match. So
Oh, so you
maybe
want to
I
take
think
revenge?
you to take revenge. Yeah,
Ah, okay.
if it
If it works.
works out.
Oh, I'm not moving. Okay, I'm moving. I think this is the fourth time I felt my keyboard is unresponsive. Not kidding.
Is that a new one?
Yeah.
Uh,
I could be wrong about my judgment also. I don't know. Like I'm not
what do you
looking
mean?
at my key. Like some there are instances where I'm clicking like stabbing the keyboard. I'm not doing it at the right place. Okay, that sounds wrong.
Oof,
Oh,
that hit you pretty bad.
oh. Oh,
Ooh,
nice. I didn't think that was
that's
possible. I was actually just
oh
trying
no.
to make my way into the stage.
Hmm. What was going on earlier?
I'm trying to see if I can do another combo right now. Oh, Allahu, Allahu.
What?
I say that for good luck, okay? Do you not know I do that? How do you have some time?
I thought you were gonna blow up.
Nice. I was thinking that the Muslim jokes are getting stale, but I'm happy that it's still in the. Oh,
Well, the joke is always on me, so this time I got to try it on you
oh, okay.
for a change.
Oh, gravity
Ooh.
cancel. Nice job. Tell me, was that intentional?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that wasn't intentional.
Oh shit. No. Ah.
Oh, I did a mistake. I could have gotten you there. Yes.
Whew.
GG. That was extremely good session.
Yeah. Looks like it's not
Sesh.
really working out for me.
Don't worry. Oh, and there you go.
It's equal now, huh?
Yeah.
It's like we're starting over, but with just one life.
Yeah.
Oh, not anymore. Oh, more inequality.
More inequality. Sad Lenin noises.
Or
Like
liberal.
liberal noises. Yeah. Like, I still can't believe that, people are trying to implement a communist society. And
Hmm.
I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this if people start watching our videos. But really, like, it sounds so utopian to actually work. I don't like. Do they not understand that you cannot implement like the whole system of it, which people think that which people are trying to do?
Hmm.
Like every
Well,
single dictator like every single communist leader has not really implemented communism to its fullest extent because it's not possible.
right.
You'll actually be surprised to know that communism, the tenets of communism existed in another country long before communism was even like
Oh, my game's lagging.
oh, okay. Do you want me to wait?
Yeah. Let's wait. Stop moving.
Okay, I'm just going front and back.
I guess that'll help me figure out if it's lagging or not.
Exactly, that's why I'm doing it.
Oh, it's still lagging a
Uh,
lot actually.
did you use your data?
Maybe that might be the cause.
I
Okay,
have
let's go ahead
this.
anyway. It's fine.
Okay, fine. Looks like you are gonna exact
I,
your revenge. Oh, you probably are gonna exact your revenge.
I don't know about that.
Yes,
See, that didn't work
I
out.
threw my weapon also.
So sad.
But look at the damage; it's so equal. Like
Yeah, almost the
I just
same.
made 6 points more than you.
I think if I had hit you once, you would have died.
Yeah, yeah. Like both of us were in red, so yeah, true.
You're talking about communism.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
communism. Yeah,
How every leader who has implemented it didn't really
implement it right
did
properly.
the right way. Yeah.
I think
Hmm.
like one of the most obvious example is Mao Zedong.
Hmm.
His implementations were so absurd. It was actually hilarious to read about what he thought he could do. Um, Stalin, Khrushchev, Nikita Khrushchev. But I don't know if by the time Stalin left, whether actually making a conscious effort to make it look like a communist state.
Hmm.
Um, Another example is Cuba. Actually, Cuba is I think one of the better examples of not successful implementation, but implementation nevertheless. They made the effort to do what communism was about. Right? They failed definitely because those principles don't work in real life. But they certainly did the implementation.
What part of communism do you think is the cause for failure?
I think it's my main problem is and this has actually been debunked to a certain extent, but still, like theoretically, I think the biggest thing is to consider everybody as equal people in the when it comes to workplace,
Hmm.
that everybody is equal, which is something I disagree with. Like the issue with that is when you make everybody as equal, right? Then the the necessity for appraisal, like of promoting a person, like all that stuff, they don't have a reason to promote it work quality of the work if everybody gets paid equally,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah, what's the point of doing extra work?
Exactly. Like why should you stay? Why should you stay overtime? Why should you come up with something innovative? But still, this problem wasn't found in Soviet Union. Motivation for people to work, even though
Hmm.
we think that it didn't exist, it did exist to a certain extent. Obviously, capitalism amplifies it, but nevertheless,
Right.
um,
Creative people will continue to do their thing, and even those, I mean, don't necessarily have to be creative.
mm,
Uh, People who are in pursuit of bigger things are going to do that. But those, the people, I think, such people
mm,
are a minority.
Hmm.
and majority of the people are motivated by money and survival for the most part.
Yeah.
If you take that out of the equation, make everything equal, and you don't really have to work hard to like earn a better living, it's going to be very difficult to motivate people
True. 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 True.
unless we find a different way. Say, for example, we develop robots who do all the basic things, who take care of all of the basic jobs,
Hmm.
and then humans get to do the other work. That's the
Oh,
creative.
what?
Oh,
What? 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 What?
okay.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't even have to kill you. Great. So I was saying,
No, but I doesn't
if
doesn't doesn't deviate from what you're talking about right now.
no, if we no, I'm saying it doesn't really deviate from that point because I'm saying that once we reach that stage
Hmm.
and then try to implement a system that um, it's like you don't necessarily have to motivate people with more money to make them work.
Hmm. Oh,
Oh
nice.
shit! What?
No, but the what you asked me the what is the fundamental issue with communism, right?
Yeah, I'm
Hmm.
saying that it might work in a society like that.
Okay. I guess. But that's again based on the point that I made, right? That it doesn't invoke motivation. It doesn't make people work harder than they're supposed to if they're getting paid equally.
Oh, I
Um.
shouldn't have voted for that map. Ah,
Oh Lord, why, bro?
that was a mistake. Let's just restart. We played too many matches on this map.
Okay.
Disconnected, yes.
Oh, rejoin.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
No,
Okay,
no, I am
I'm
also
good.
rejoining. Oh, beautiful. I have to make a new one.
You didn't have to.
I made a new one. Can you join yours?
Okay,
I'll
it's
join
fine.
yours.
I'll join you. Oh, never mind. All right, I'm never gonna vote for that map again.
Thank you. Most maps look very similar here. We
Yeah.
played that one twice. Thank
When
God we're getting a Thunderdome or whatever that is. Thunderdome, it seems.
I was saying that people who people who are pursuing um, their passion or whatever that is,
Hmm.
their interests, right? If they're pursuing that, I don't think money is a huge part of what they're doing. Like money isn't the motive. If we can
Hmm.
get majority of the people to do that, then I guess we can implement a system with equal pay. I guess, but that would be trying our
Why would you
best
pay people
to.
equally if machines are doing all the work?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about people doing the other work that's remaining now. So the
Hmm.
machines have taken care of basic work, like the production part, like cleaning,
No,
labor.
no, no, no,
You
no,
know.
no. There's a specific reason why that wouldn't work because that's not where the issue for equal pay is. The
Hmm.
issue for equal pay is there in more um what do you say consumer, not consumer, I would say. There's a word for that. Not remembering it. So for corporate world where the issue for equal pay exists. Because when it comes to trade unions, all that, their equal pay is already there.
Hmm.
It's never been like obviously it wasn't there all the time, but that's not where the issue for equal pay is there. The issue for equal pay is there when when a person is an engineer and the engineer who stays at work longer gets paid more. because
Right.
that still can't be done by machines to a certain extent. Same goes for
Hmm.
lawyers. For lawyers, it's about the application of law, which makes it even harder for to have robots do that. Like drafting. Oh shit! Didn't expect that. Drafting and all that is still to an extent can be done by machines, but still quite a lot that machines can't do.
Oh,
And
I'm
that is
saying,
and oh yeah, yeah,
I'm saying
it's called, no, no,
hypothetically,
wait one second, it's called the service industry. The service industry, that's where machines can't come, and that's where the issue for equal pay exists.
the service industry,
Yeah.
like,
um
w-
Lawyers, engineers,
what?
doctors,
Oh, I think their part can also
journalism,
be.
journalism and all
Oh,
that.
journalism, right. Yeah,
Oh no, no,
stuff
oh,
like that.
so suddenly it's your career, so no, we can't do that.
No, I'm not saying that, but like
Prejudice.
developing software and all of that, like something that being done for utility, for practical use, that kind of work, machines can take care of at some point because if you like follow the kind of development that's being taken place in AI, but at the same time, I think um, the way it's being developed, it might even threaten the creatives at some point.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we it's ideal that the robots or the AI will take care of the basic stuff and humans will continue to do the interesting creative part of the work, but it might not turn out to be that way. But anyway, regardless of that, I was trying to see in what situation that kind of system would work, but I don't think we need to um, like
Implement equal
go
pay.
out of our way to make people fit to the system instead of designing a system that works for the people, right?
Hmm.
So
Like
I
we should
kind of
keep a
agree
standard
having.
situation into which people should fit into, which is what is there right now.
Mhm.
We have a standard situation, institution into which people are supposed to fit into, right? That's what you
Yeah,
have right now, and people have a problem with that. Like they want the institution to
maybe
change and
not,
not.
it's not the perfect system. I mean, it's obviously not
Obviously,
the perfect
obviously
system
not.
to
Yeah.
have. Yeah. We could also. I always think about whenever I think about systems, it reminds me of software development. Like the way I'm thinking about this is that um, similar to how you develop a software or a platform,
Hmm.
you come up with something and then you see how it works and you notice bugs and you fix them,
Hmm.
right? I think we need to come up with a way to design systems in the same way that we can test out systems and without having too many huge consequences.
Oh,
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 oh, oh, oh, oh no.
you could have won
That'd be
that.
an
Look at my
interesting way
life.
to fix. Huh?
Easily won that. I even did less damage than you.
Yeah. Somehow I lost. If it weren't for that mistake.
Yeah.
I
I'm gonna
think,
take a
yeah,
different character to spice it up a bit.
all right. I'll do the same.
Oh, Ada. I'm gonna call her Ada. I'm not gonna call her
Don't.
Ada. Ada.
I was going to vote for the same map again.
We didn't play
Let's find out.
Apocalypse.
Oh, no, that. Ah,
You're
shit.
the one who does that. Oh my
No,
god.
that happened automatically.
You what even? I clicked on a map that we not played until now. You clicked on this thing.
Oh,
We have still haven't played that one. Oh fuck's
at
sake.
least we have
Close
new
this. Close
characters.
this. Close this.
Are we restarting?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm jumping off. Screw this shit.
Ah, sorry about that. Wasn't
Join.
intentional.
Join back. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one at the side. We'll take that. It has an extra platform up. Could make the game a little fun.
Okay.
Yeah, but like you were saying, what are you talking about? I
I
forgot.
was thinking about designing systems in the way we design software through troubleshooting, through problem solving. If we
Hmm.
can figure out a way to test systems, like rather than it cannot be global because that'll have huge consequences if the system fails,
Hmm.
right?
In what
So if
regard
we
I
can,
talk? Okay, okay, cool, good, good, good.
yeah, if we can figure out a way to maybe simulate a system, that would be amazing. How to see how that plays out if it will be successful. So in that way, we can
I talking about successful communist society with its all fundamental principle
not
implemented.
communist. No,
Then,
it doesn't have to be communist or a democracy. Like a way to come up with new systems that we probably don't even know of
can you
already.
wait one sec? Can you clarify what you mean by systems here?
Uh, Political and governance systems. That's what I'm talking about,
Hmm.
right?
I see.
You were saying that since we are in a system that's
Whoa.
meant to
Okay.
like help
I
people
thought you're
or
trying to say that we are in the Matrix.
no,
We are
no,
in the
you were
system.
saying that democracy is supposed to facilitate like change or whatever good for the people, right? But
Yeah.
people are still not happy with it,
Yeah,
and
because
even
hmm. Got it.
yeah, go on. I've been speaking for way too long, I guess.
No, it's all right. Like you need to finish your thought before me.
Yeah, that's all right. I can resume.
Okay. So the type of do you remember this?
Wow. Okay.
Oh, who
My
knew?
character is probably no match for yours,
That
or
actually works for
it's
me.
just me. Stop.
Yeah.
What?
So I think I told you that in private actually that that like democracy is supposed to facilitate change rather than um establish a status quo of administrative and and judicial what do you call them rules. It's supposed to
Hmm.
facilitate regular change of it on the basis of how people are changing with with time.
Right, right.
And oh, nice. Okay. Um, and I think that is why we should stick to democracy until we have a better option. Considering the options we have right now, I don't think anything else is better than democracy.
Hmm.
Democracy is definitely flawed to a lot. Like I think the biggest thing that plagues it is populism.
Hmm.
Do not take demon silent. I swear, man. And this is fine, I guess.
Uh, if we can fix democracy to
How?
make it like, let me finish.
Okay, cool,
If we
cool.
can uh, make it do what it's supposed to do, that is, as you said, to facilitate change when required, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be the kind of system that I was like talking about. I mean, I was talking about a hypothetical way of creating new systems, but democracy can evolve as
Mm,
as people change.
mm,
I think that would be a great system if we don't like something, see, like we can think of it in terms of programming. We found a bug and we report it and we make a change, right?
mm,
So that way, if we can keep doing that, we we build a more stable system over time,
mm.
which
You
will
know,
be better than anything else that has just come up, like which is completely new.
mm. Since you mentioned the fact that, like I'm building upon the fact that we agreed on that, it should facilitate change with the time, like whatever is fixed, whatever establishes, whatever works for
Yeah.
people at the time. So if you see India right now, right, like majority of people like what Modi is doing, nevertheless of his criticisms and all that by some people.
Right.
And democracy is the will of the majority, right? And then like the
Yeah.
people the person who's voted by the majority wins.
Hmm.
What the guy with the majority wins the election. Yeah, but at the same like the thing in minority here is that they get acceptance more than their will accepted. Like they get acceptance into society that you are also part of our culture and all that
I'm
stuff.
I'm being destroyed here. What's going on?
Are you?
Yeah. Right. See?
I don't think I was doing that good.
Oh, you are. Or I'm doing that bad. Oh no. Hmm. Yeah, that's another
No, no,
huge issue about.
I wait, no, I
Oh,
can't
you
finish
didn't
that. I
complete
can't
yours.
finish.
Okay, go, go.
Oh, yeah, it's necessary for you to know what I'm saying to understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
go,
So
go.
what I'm saying is that since right now majority of people have voted in Modi right now, and even after what he did in his first term, he has been included to become the PM in the second term, right?
Yeah.
So can it not be considered that the majority wants the time right now wants nationalism to be part of India, like it wants that to be the case, right?
Hmm.
So how is it a wrong thing if people want it then? If
Well, the argument would be that majority of the people don't know what is right for them. So,
That
uh,
but then isn't democracy supposed to support what the majority of people wanted then?
I guess that's maybe that premise is would be the failure of democracy, that
Mm,
it would lead to an end that is not good for the people at the end,
mm,
because either we find a way to um, make the majority understand how things work, you know,
mhm,
to make good decisions, to make right decisions. If we can do that, then I think democracy can work out very well. But if you're just relying on the majority's opinion, regardless of it being a reasonable one or not,
mm,
then it won't work out.
mm. True. I don't know. It's oh yeah. So wait, I was actually talking about communism sometime before, wasn't I?
Hmm.
So I actually wanted to tell you like there was a country which implemented the main ideals of communism without like I think centuries before communism came into existence,
Huh.
and
Which one?
you the Incan civilization,
Which one?
Inca.
Inca.
Uh,
Huh.
they yes.
Oh, I had the opportunity to kill you there.
Mm. Yeah, so they existed in the western part of South America,
Hmm.
where I think Peru and Chile and other I think Bolivia also could come under that area. um, yeah, so they implemented a certain type of communist society that and actually worked for quite a long time until the Spanish came and destroyed their country
Hmm.
in a quite a disgusting manner.
What aspects of communism had they implemented?
They I'm gonna spell it out because I'm gonna stammer on this word.
Coll-
COLLECTIVIS
collective.
collectivism, which is basically that all the like the people have to work for the state. Okay.
Right.
And like they will be paid according to the work they've done by the state.
I see.
It's a little more nuanced than that, but mostly that's what it says. So what Incan civilization was able to that they didn't have money in the institution. They didn't have the concept of having have something that would act as an exchange, for goods.
Oh
So
no.
yes,
How did I not see that?
kind of like barter system. Um, So what they would do
Hmm.
that for like they would have mass granaries or storages in every city, and like if your job was to if your job was the movement of goods, right? For example, then you would move the goods. You would after your job is done, you would go to the granary, tell that this is the amount of work that you have done, and they would give you that much amount of food, right? So
Hmm.
and it worked quite well for them, at least for some time. I I I'm not completely sure that it was like this, but it was to certain like the idea is basically like this only. This is what it did, and it worked pretty well for them. And
Wow.
it's actually cool that they were able to do it before even communism came into existence. They had this idea to do it.
Hmm. Interesting. I
Yeah,
really had no idea of that. Hmm.
yeah, but you should actually check out about the American civilizations before Europeans came to that area and colonized everything.
Right.
Wait one sec. Actually, I want to take a different character.
History is my like one of the weakest points.
Oh, that's quite unfortunate.
I think it's your strongest.
It's my strongest. Definitely my strongest. It's so fascinating to know what people have done and how we have come to this point.
Hmm. I think I've just been distracted by too many other things that I never tried to look into history.
Mm,
And I know consciously that I should, but I
mm,
didn't haven't felt the motivation to do that.
I see. Yeah, like it is. I hear a lot of people who say history is boring. Yeah, quite often.
Maybe it's the way it's presented. Could it be
Probably,
that?
probably, probably. Yeah. Like academic
But how did
history,
you find it so interesting? If did you explore it on your own completely, or
both the things actually.
huh?
So like my interest in acquiring knowledge came talking like I'm some what do you call
No,
Neil
that's
deGrasse
okay.
Tyson. Yeah,
You
but
don't
anyhow,
have to be here to acquire knowledge.
so like when I had typhoid, right? Like so I got typhoid in the fifth grade, and then after that, like my body became extremely weak after I recovered from it.
Hmm.
And to since there's a moment where they were like we'll have to give him like supplements through an IV.
I see.
Yeah, so they put it in my left hand, which is the hand I used to write. So after I recovered, right, my left hand became like I felt the urge to write stuff and do all that quite literally.
Huh.
So I made my own book called the Names Book, in which I would write down everything of a particular category, like different countries in every continent, or
Right.
like all the animals in a different particular area. Um,
Oh, shit! No.
so sad. That's
That's-
like that is sad, man.
yeah, sad is the right word.
I'm dead. Oh, nice.
I thought that was your time to go.
I thought it was my time to go. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you made your own book.
Yeah,
Uh,
and I would literally write everything that was interested. I would even write stationary items. I reached the point where I didn't have stuff to write. I would just look around me and write whatever I could think of, and like from there. So I needed more content to write in my book. So I started buying books written by other people to copy from there,
hmm,
and that's how I ended up reading Tell Me Why and all that books quite a lot. Manorama yearbook and all that.
I see.
Um, but still, like it hadn't become that potent. My urge to read about history. But like in eighth grade, I had this amazing teacher called Sri Vidya ma'am who taught us social studies, right? So she thought history with a certain amount of fascination, and like she would like how teachers tell that we students state your doubts. I'll help you clear them and all that, right? But at the end, when you say the doubt, they either don't understand what you're trying to say, or they get angry at you for asking a stupid doubt. But this ma'am, she would actually love hearing our questions, and
I see.
the type of questions that I ask right now, right? Like why Buddhism worked and why stuff like that worked. Like in during her class, I got the interest to ask such questions. So I actually owe a lot to her to get that kind of interest for me.
Hmm. That's how your journey began.
My journey began to become the prime minister.
The Prime Minister. Did you sell tea?
What?
If you didn't, it might not work out for you.
Yeah, if it yeah, that's a cornerstone. But seriously,
Yeah.
she actually made me like very fascinated with history. Like when I think one of the best, most interesting subjects I read in eighth grade was Ashoka, the Mauryan Empire part, and how
Hmm.
he abandoned like Hinduism and like all the carnage to become Buddhist. Um, it is very fascinating to read him. That he's transitioned into that. It's almost like a story when I was reading it. Obviously, but my marks are still shit in the subject.
I see.
Yeah, I had an issue with the exam the whole time, like my whole life. But anyhow, I think that's where it started. That would be the branching point and all that.
Hmm.
I think another thing would
That's.
be looking at atlases.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. Like geography is fascinating, and seeing how countries have exchanged territories is also very fascinating, because um like you should see the effect Vikings have had on Europe over the years. Like they have
Hmm.
single-handedly changed the whole space of Europe in the history. I think in the medieval age and dark age, the way they changed it, it's amazing. Like if you just read about the Vikings, you'll see that they have been everywhere, all over Europe. They even reached what do you call America. They were actually the first Europeans to reach. Though I've read that there were people who came before them also. It's been um, debated. I'm not sure how true it is.
Hmm.
But I recently like it is found out that Vikings came before Columbus to America, so they are considered the first Europeans to
The
set foot.
first. Hmm. First outsiders.
Yeah,
In America. Hmm.
outsiders probably not. Maybe yeah, actually maybe yeah, outsiders you could say that.
Like if you're
Um,
saying that they entered America at some point, so they will be outsiders,
hmm,
right?
I think
I think we don't you think we have um,
enough
come to
stream
an end?
time.
Yeah, the stream is I think
Let me
almost over.
I see. I'm not able to. Okay, one sec. Let me see.
Today was very interesting
Hmm,
compared to the previous streams.
hmm.
I think we had diverse topics this time.
Yeah, true, true.
They were still related, but yeah, diverse
Hmm.
and lengthy conversations too. In the previous streams, so what we did was we did start with something and didn't stick to the topic for too long.
And we couldn't continue it longer because other people joined.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
that happened.
yeah. We
Our
have reached.
friends
It's
crashed
at
our
the stream has
party.
gone for over an hour.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
yeah. So I think we can end it here, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm gonna switch to the end. Listen, that's how we roll. Shit, that's embarrassing.
by
But anyhow,
announcing that we're switching to that scene. Yes,
yeah.
we're
Um.
amateurs. People would figure it out.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
would have figured it out by now.
considering the number of people we have watching us also.
Yeah, this is for the future viewers.
Yeah, yeah. Like, do you know what they did when they started out? So hilarious. So what do you call it? What's the word for that? Um, so candid, I guess. Candid, something like that. We are being in the moment. Exactly. Yeah, improvised content. Man, if you mean future tomorrow, then yes. Yeah, yeah. All right then. I think I'll close it. I'll end the stream then, I guess.